Whoa! Stole my thunder.
Sorry about that.
That's all right. I'll call you.
Felt good, though.
I call you Thor. Well, welcome everybody to the 4th episode of the BSWTV Podcast, and welcome. I'm so happy you're here, all of you.
It's nice to be here.
Who are listening and watching. So, of course, it's me, Brian Seeley, you hated me, Nigel Goodridge, marketing engineer, Jamie from the sales staff downstairs.
Hello.
And we got a special guest with us here, Jack Ewer, Western Regional Sales Manager from Sennheiser USA. And it says former BSW employee number 7.
I was number 7.
Number 7?
Yeah.
Well, we'll get into that, I'm sure. Let's just hit our sponsors real quick, Nigel. Let's just do that for them.
All right.
So Sennheiser, with great microphones and products comes great responsibility. Utmost quality and performance with Sennheiser Pro Audio products. Rode microphones with the Rodecaster Pro console, making podcasting much less painful. And Almond Roca, of course, keeping broadcasters happy since 1973. Get Almond Roca in every BSW order that ships from the warehouse. Thanks, Jamie.
You're welcome.
And Schrute Farms, Beats and Bed and Breakfast, the best Scranton, PA has to offer. Contact Dwight at the front desk for reservations. And, of course, today we're debuting a little contest. The contest giveaway teaser, Nigel.
What's on Brian's desk?
So I get a lot of junk and not junk from manufacturers, microphones, headphones, toys. Looks like I got a pile, blowhorn, whatever you call that.
Yeah.
So we'll be doing a contest a little bit later for everybody to win some stuff because, I need to get that stuff off my desk, for the love of God. Well, as you can see, we're back using our HDV video setup. On the 3rd episode, we were using Sling Studio stuff. I don't know if you saw that, Jamie.
I did not.
Oh, fail. I guess I'll have to do some more promotions. But, so we're back using HDV Mixer, video for radio, video for podcast. Great stuff. As you can see, Nigel back there behind the board op. Ooh, the music's still going. My bad. Well, we should get down to it and start introducing our special friends here. Well, Jamie, you're no stranger to the show, but welcome back.
Yeah, I'm not a stranger, but sometimes I do feel strange. I'd like to take a step back real quick.
Okay.
Who was our sponsor? Was it their bed and breakfast or some sort?
Yeah, Schrute Farms.
Schrute Farm. What is that again?
It's now we're calling attention to the joke. Schrute Farms is from Office Space.
Nope, The Office.
The Office.
Okay.
We were talking Office Space earlier, and that was.
So I was kind of curious if that was an actual real.
No, they're real. They gave us something. I don't know.
A coupon?
Yeah, probably.
Nice.
Well, Dwight Schrute, he runs the desk.
I got it now. I got it.
You got it.
I don't watch TV, so it's okay.
Well, no one does apparently. Well, Jamie, so
what was the question?
What would you say you do here?
The big question. Again, I am just in sales. Well, not just in sales. I am in sales. I've been doing it for almost 15 years now. Well, by the time this comes out, it will be 15 years.
Really?
November 8th.
That's your anniversary.
Oh
my gosh.
Yeah,
that's freaking incredible.
So, started in the music sales. Thank you. The area, and then kind of went over here. It's been a nice ride.
How fast did 15 years go?
Really quick. I still feel like a new guy.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever lose that feeling.
Well, I don't think anyone ever does. And we've also got another very special guest, BSW employee number 7.
Jack! What would you say?
That's awesome.
You do here. Jack!
Wow. You know how long it took me to find that Jack?
No. How long?
I don't know. Nigel, how long did it take you?
Probably like 5 minutes.
Okay, good. Not very long.
Well, what is it from?
It's from an album out there somewhere.
It's a random album.
This is not copyrighted content, if that's what you're asking.
Okay. So not like a Jumpin' Jack Flash type of deal?
It's a safety pod.
So, didn't we do that in the last episode? No, did we? Yeah, no, I'm not going to bring attention to it.
Okay.
So, Jack, what do you say you do here besides working at BSW in the 80s?
Well, right now I like to come visit my friends at BSW and show you what's new with all my fancy Sennheiser and Neumann gear.
Yeah.
Which you guys do so well with. Excitable boys.
Which it is fancy.
It's great stuff. Yeah. In fact, today we're utilizing my favorite microphone, the MD421.
Oh,
nice.
Yeah, and
there
Jamie's on my second favorite microphone.
Which is?
That's the Neumann BCM 705. Yeah, big difference here in that we're using a large diaphragm 421 dynamic, and you're using a small diaphragm.
Small diaphragm.
705.
That's perfect.
So what does that do for me? What does that do for you?
What does it do, Mr. Expert?
It does everything that you want. Gosh, it makes it sound good. You know, that's the beauty of microphones. I mean, when you have conversations about microphones, everybody has their own opinion on what they like, what they sound good with, what they have in their mic locker. And these are two of the classics that are usually associated with broadcasting. And the 421 was really the first one to come out that was a Swiss Army mixer, where some people like them with certain applications. I always had it as an on-air microphone when I first got into radio.
I always used it as a tom mic.
Yeah, that's where
for drums. They sound amazing.
I've seen them on guitar amps too.
Oh, yeah,
I've seen guys and brass players use them, and they're kind of, like you said, they're synonymous with every sort of instrument.
Yep.
Almost. This is the first time I've ever spoken into one for voice, and I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
Actually, you know, I try not to think about what microphones are going to sound until I talk into them, but this sounds exactly like I thought it would. It just sounds big and beefy, and I absolutely love it.
Yeah, I do too. And my voice, we talked a little bit earlier, my voice isn't all that boomy, but I like the way that that shows off my pipes.
Your pipes? Yeah. Well, I found, not sure if you can pop it up, I found one of the very first reviews ever done on the microphone from the MD421, the Supercardioid,
Oh, that's cool.
by FC Judd. So, I mean, you can go back and pause it, you YouTubers, and read it if you like, but it's
Zoom in.
Zoom in, yeah, and it's a neat little sort of flashback into how it's used, and you know, like some of the bullet points they talk about. It's great for speech and vocals, both in the studio and on stage. Excellent for brass, delivering smooth, full tone and rich. Is it timbre or timbre? I like timbre. Timbre. Effortlessly handles even the loudest electric guitar.
Yeah.
Like that was a big thing when it came out. Their guitar's so loud.
Oh, it takes a big SPL, absolutely.
Oh my gosh! Well, you know, and especially good on drums and percussion with both punch and fine detail. And for many engineers, the 421 was the bass drum mic of choice because of its high SPLs.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
And that's where they kind of left their bullet points off at on there. But I mean, Jack, so you said you had some history with this microphone. Back in the college days?
Yeah, back in the college days. I graduated from Edward R. Murrow School of Broadcast Journalism at Washington State University.
Nice.
And worked in radio, and that's where I was exposed to a lot of different Neumann and Sennheiser, and grew to love them. I first went to school in order to be an on-air person, and then realized that I really loved the gear more than I did the attention. Or the money.
Right, fair enough. I'm going to say for the dozens of dollars.
Yeah, right. No, it became a love, and anything that's manufactured for the broadcast industry generally goes through a lot of scrutiny, and you know that it's good. And these were originally, back in 1960, part of the broadcast production microphones. And then in the 70s, it really got a lot of exposure by being on stage as a live singing microphone. And if you look at some of those old recordings, like George Harrison and Ravi Shankar when they did that Bangladesh concert, it was all 421s on stage.
Really? I never noticed that.
Yeah.
I've seen that 100 times, and that never stood out. I'll have to go back. Well, that's why it sounded incredible.
Yeah, no, it's amazing. It does have a little bit larger profile than some of the stage mics do, but it also has a cool retro look to it.
Yeah.
And so it's enjoying some nice comeback. We still sell a ton of them.
Well, if there's any correlation in broadcast microphones, is that they're giant. At least most of them that I've seen. You know, that's when I first saw this microphone. It has a much more futuristic look. It's like if George Jetson had a show. That's what he would be speaking into.
Big is better. You know, it's a sign of stability.
Well, that and it's a weapon. That's the other thing too. So
Yeah.
you
Well,
know.
so is the 421 too. It's basically it's a shooter.
Yeah.
Because there's a different clip that comes with it, correct?
Yeah. You slap it on like a magazine.
Yeah.
That's how you know a good audio product is if it's something you got to switch a battery into. You make sure it flaps in there like a magazine. Just go. And that's how you do it.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah. Well, that's a feature, not a bug.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll start using that in the sales pitch then.
Exactly. So are you a gun guy? Well, you're gonna love this microphone.
Yeah, you're not? Oh, there goes the pitch.
Yeah, it makes you're against that stuff. Well, that happens too. Well, and we'll be running a special on this microphone coming in here to the holiday season for customers who like the sound of this microphone, which we'll have some more video content coming out too. Great little microphone. Big fan.
Awesome.
Well, what else is going on, Jack? I see we've got some cool headphones. I mean, I'm wearing some pretty stylish Sennheisers, and you've got some really stylish Neumanns on. And if you could see Nigel, he's got Sennheiser headphones too, and Jamie's got some.
I got something on.
Some classics.
Some good old standby.
We still are very prominent in the headphone manufacturing world. Manufacture 7 or 8 that are specifically for the pro audio market, and these Gauge 20s, the new Neumanns, just came out not too long ago, just a few months back, and it's really enjoying some good sales in the DJ recording as well as the broadcast markets. They're comfortable, and you kind of forget that you're even wearing them.
Yeah, I used them on the last episode, and I believe the ones before that, and they are some of the most comfortable headphones I've ever worn.
Nice.
Well, you guys have Tempur-Pedic on there for the pads.
That's right. And fall asleep while you're wearing.
Yeah, and that's what that's kind of what happened.
It's like sleeping on a baby.
Exactly. Well,
yeah.
A lot like that.
Yeah.
Only better.
Only better. Well, and Jamie's wearing the retro 202s, which are now vintage.
Yeah, those are.
Are they considered vintage now?
No.
No.
They're collector's items.
The collectors, thank you. Yeah.
You buy 3 of them.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. One to play with, one to put on the shelf, and then,
And one in case anything else goes wrong.
Yeah. Back
Yeah, we still have those kicking around here, though, so I figured that was fitting.
They're actually not that bad. For like $20 back in the day, they sound pretty good.
Wow. Yeah. Well,
I'm sad that they're gone.
Well, keep up the good work with the Sennheiser headphones. Still.
Always.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, always. Well, and these ones I'm wearing, I've never used these. And what are these? The
300 Pros?
380 Pros.
380 Pros. Wow.
Yeah, these are great. Yeah, they're really comfortable.
I'm going to take your word for that because we can't hear them.
Oh, well, obviously they sound great.
It's the way you talk about it.
Yeah, am I really selling it for you?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, how many you
buy
want? Okay, well, no deals for you, though.
Yeah, your HD 380s were a precursor to the brand new HD 300s, too, which you guys are stocking.
Yeah, those are great headphones, too. And isn't that there's a broadcast headset, too, that's a 300.
HMD 300.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Yeah.
We should have brought those. Those have been fun to play with.
Ooh, you need to do an episode with all.
All headsets? It looks like Jack has to come back now.
I'd love to.
Let's do it.
That's fantastic.
But then we have to do like a head-to-head sports thing where we each, do our best.
Oh, so like we did the puking thing? And
Yeah. But except it have to be live sports.
Ooh.
Yeah, well, let's lift it up. Let's take this to a classy level. Yeah. Instead of barf.
Radio barfing.
Yeah, we can figure out something else to do, can we?
Well, yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Okay.
No, I like radio barfing's classy. If you can do it right. Yeah, we all did it. I should make you do one right now.
Oh, boy.
92.7 the country.
Wow.
Yeah, you're the one who actually has on-air experience. We're just winging it.
Yeah, okay.
All right, I got to find me some tunes
Well,
here.
maybe after the break, I'll work on my.
Oh no, that's no fun. We can't do after the break.
Yeah. Well, you know what? It was hilarious when I first KTAC. I don't even know if that's still around here, but it was like a 25,000 watt powerhouse AM station here in Tacoma, and I did an internship there. Oh yeah. And it was the first time that I ever saw that people actually use different mics for different functions, and it was also the first time that I saw anybody that had their own windscreen. And so people would show up for their segment, and they would take off the old windscreen and
well,
put
that's
theirs
genius.
on.
Yeah. I would totally do that.
And as an intern, I didn't have my own foam, so I had to use somebody else's, and they stank to high heaven.
Oh God.
Back then, all the DJs smoked, and who else knew what they were doing? But you'd start speaking into the microphone, and it was pepperoni sticks and Coca-Cola.
Meat and cheese and
pungent.
It was just awful. And then I finally figured it out that if I just took that thing off and just used the raw microphone, that everything was okay. So yeah, it was a good learning experience at KTAC.
See, that's always the worst though, because we used to go and do gigs, and you use the house microphone or whatever, and it's just like,
Yeah, that's not a good idea.
God, what the?
Right.
Yeah, it's like, there's we're all gonna get the flu, and
it's got the red lipstick all
Yeah,
over
exactly.
the grill. Yeah.
Which is one of the advantages that you have, Jamie, in using the BCM 705.
It's got an internal pulp filter.
It does, and
Yes.
and that way you really don't need those little stinky things on it. And
Nope.
yeah, it's
You don't
knows.
it's
Yeah.
a lot cleaner.
You don't need protection.
Yeah, you don't.
Wow.
Better wrap up your mic.
Yeah. Yeah, and I was telling Brian earlier too that I was originally, when I worked here 100 years ago, it was my idea to have open Saturdays.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah,
No.
and since it was my great idea, I got to lead off the Saturday segment with getting here by 6 a.m. and stay until noon.
Yeah, how did that work?
It didn't work all that well.
Yeah.
I realized early that in my 20s, 6 a.m. really wasn't a good idea. And I remember the owner's wife coming around the corner one day and just yelling, "Jack, are you asleep?" I'm like, "No, I'm looking for something." And,
My eyes closed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, when did you start working here at BSW? I don't know if you've already mentioned that.
No, no.
Has, been
Dig
here at
in.
BSW.
He said 100 years ago, remember?
That's right.
We started in 1873.
Actually, your current president, Tim Schweiger, hired me in 1982.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
I have a picture of you.
Oh, yeah, we did. We did some digging.
There it is.
I don't know. We can confirm what year this is.
Wow.
Well, I'm going to go off the history. I see name tags. I think that's when the Irv, that was probably his.
It's got to be an NAB show.
Yeah, because it's
Yeah. Or Irv Law. No, wait. Was that when?
Ceiling tiles.
Yeah.
It looks like the old building.
Oh, yeah. It does look like
I think
the
that
old
was
building.
because the
Cubicle
old CEO,
partitions.
the old CEO Irv, he passed away, right? And
Yes.
I think you guys had a party. Of
No,
some
he just
sort?
disappeared, dude.
That is John Farron in the middle and Bob Crawford on the other side. That is crazy. I still talk to John. I don't know what Bob went off to.
Yeah.
But John's still in the pro audio industry. He's down in Florida.
who's the bald guy? Oh, it's too late. Oh,
Oh,
there he is again. He's
Yeah.
back there photobombing you.
Oh, you know what? I can't see that far.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's good.
Was that during the Irv Memorial?
Yes.
Did you come to that?
Look at the name tag.
You were there. Well,
Oh, I was
yeah,
there, but I wasn't like there.
Yeah, there probably was. Yeah.
Dang.
But that's the only picture I could find of
That's pretty wild.
Jack.
did we find that in a drawer? Or was
Yes.
That, yeah, let's say we were going through a drawer.
Actually, after the show, I can. I'll show you those pictures. There's a lot of them.
I'd love to see him.
Oh, it's it's
You know what?
it's.
Nothing but good memories, you know?
Let's see, 82. I was less than 1. Najee, you were -2.
82. I was
Yeah.
born. Yeah.
Yeah,
you're
84-ish.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, see.
Right. Yeah. I was a twinkle.
Yeah, by golly. Yeah, whippersnappers.
Well, now we're doing that internet radio thing,
Back in my day.
podcasting thing.
Yeah, we had mentioned that when you had the idea of maybe doing something
Yeah.
like this, that we've been doing this since it was called radio.
Yeah, exactly right. Well, it's the same thing. They're just not a transmitter.
It's great. Yeah, you know what? I do have the record for the first transmitter ever sold by BSW.
Whoa.
Awesome.
I did an entire turnkey system, which hadn't been done before because we didn't offer everything.
Right.
But it was a tower, it was the transmitter, it was the studio, it was the furniture, it was everything, and that was really, really exciting back then, being able to do everything.
Do you remember who you sold it to?
I do. It was KDEC in Decorah, Iowa.
Wow.
Yeah.
They still around? I don't know if
That doesn't sound like
I don't
a
recognize the
callers.
letters.
I don't know. Wait, they're calling in now.
Yeah.
Ding, ding, ding.
Oh, we could do that. We should have taken some phone calls. I was gonna say we should prank call Shure or something, but
We're not live, are we?
no, that would have been a blast though. I was like, yeah, we could call our new
should do
Shure,
that
our
one
new
time.
Shure rep, and
that
call him up and just screw with him. Yeah, I want to get the Shure MD421s. You guys have those on the shelf?
You'd be amazed at
The
how many
Sennheiser?
people mix the two companies.
No way.
Both brand S. Absolutely. I still get purchase orders for competitive products.
Do you really? I can't
do.
believe people would screw that up.
I do. And I still get phone calls from churches and schools that, hey, we just got in your, Shure wireless.
So what do you do? That I know what I would do as a dealer in that situation, but as a manufacturer, how do you do that? Like,
Well, I guess it's the nurse in me or something. I'm happy to help them. Actually, I worked over at the other brand S for a while, so
that's right.
so I have some familiarity with it, and I don't mind helping them.
Oh,
Getting
what
them
a
going.
lovable guy.
Yeah.
Caring.
Well, and then
I think I say, what kind of headphones are you using?
and then chastise them.
Yeah, exactly.
Shame them.
Shame.
Oh, yeah.
Shame. Well, Jamie, I have a feeling that we should probably move along here.
I'm starting to get shaky.
And this is literally probably my favorite segment that we do on the BSWTV podcast. And we made you your very own slide too.
Oh my goodness, yes.
So we're here for Jamie's Beer Minute. And what is this all about?
Like how you got me with high waters.
Yeah, well, that was the Photoshop. And as a senior sales guru, drummer, and recording engineer, and generally just an audio wizard, BSW's Jamie Singer is also an amateur brewmaster. Not only can Jamie get you the latest codec and console or podcast setup, he can wax suds all day with the best of them. Jamie, what the heck are we drinking today?
Today's beer of choice is going to be from these guys, Iron Horse Brewery in Ellensburg. This is a really nice beer. You're all going to love it.
I cannot wait. Well, while Jamie's doing that and getting us all squared away, just to let you guys know, everybody, so the BSW 2020 catalog has hit the shelf.
That's
If you have a shelf at your station or home, the BSW catalog will be there.
I like the look of that catalog.
I love it too.
The meters on the front are
Yeah.
pretty cool.
It's very modern. We have a VU meter, but of course, those are kind of going across to the wayside there. But you can't. You don't have our catalog. You want to get our catalog? You can download the digital one at bswusa.com, or you can also put in a catalog request, and we will send you one if you say please, and if you don't say please.
And one lucky winner will actually get a catalog delivered by somebody from BSW.
Hand delivered.
Hand delivered.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be great if we could do that?
Yeah, just
do like a contest? Like a nationwide contest, and like whoever wins, like one of us has to drive
Oh,
over to
jeez.
whoever.
You have to drive the jalopy over there.
Look at that.
I want in. That sounds fun.
That looks like coffee.
I like road trips.
I like road trips too, actually.
I actually made a road trip to 3 stations on my vacation back in May. I went down to Arizona and made 3 stops to, hope I can say their call letters, KNTT in Gallup, or actually Window Rock. And then I stopped by Millennial Media in Gallup. Saw a really nice guy named Keith. He showed me around, showed me all the stuff. It was cool. Took pictures. And then I stopped by a college that had a station, but they were closed.
Oh, so you stopped by and
And I dropped off a bunch of BSW swag.
I'm surprised you didn't use your microphone for really what is the ultimate sound test in
Well,
beer.
I didn't want to get it all moist.
Oh, here we go.
Sticky.
Oh,
Nice hiss.
wow.
I'm jealous.
Dude, he hit him with the hind on that one.
How about that?
That's a good sound.
Leroy Jenkins, baby.
Yeah. Oh, God, I pulled it. I should have left it. Leroy Jenkins. Have you seen that video?
Yeah, that's kind of.
That's good.
Very nice. Very nice, everybody.
Golf clapping. So today, what are we drinking to?
Well, to Sennheiser, obviously.
I love that.
Obviously. And are we going to do the man show thing? No, that's
I don't know what that is, but
What?
I don't watch TV. I told you.
No, this is like classic TV from like back in the, you don't know the man show?
I don't do TV.
Joe Rogan
was it on
and
cable?
Jimmy Kimmel?
Was it cable?
Probably no, Comedy Central.
Yeah, it's cable,
That's
dude. I don't
cable.
watch cable.
Is that cable?
Yeah, that's
You
cable.
buy the channel now. So I
If it's
don't
not
know.
free, I don't watch it.
It was, well, then you definitely. How could you have never seen the man show?
I've heard of it. I'm just
Okay, very good.
Why don't we just call this the anticipation show then? Because come on now.
Okay. Let's see
Anticipation
here.
show.
What do we, this is to good health. To Sennheiser.
The Sennheiser, great headphones, great people.
There you go.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
We can't.
Bros.
I can't.
BSW
Is that
Nation.
that the toast?
It can't reach.
Clinky.
Oh,
There
there
it
you go.
goes.
All right, Brian.
Very good. All right, and everybody, aromas.
Oh, it smells good.
You know what? I'm usually not a dark beer guy, but that's pretty good.
I told you. It's not a stout or a porter. It's something that's undefinable. It's a pale, or it could be something else. I don't know what it is. I don't know. It's even on the box. It's like we don't know what it is,
Yeah, that's.
and I'll go with that.
It's kind of a smoky caramel.
Yeah. It's got a good caramely taste.
Yeah.
Smoky caramel.
And as it warms up, more of the flavors will come out.
Oh, so we really should let it sit there for a minute.
So when you get like a dark beer like this, or any kind of like stout or porter, don't get it in a like frozen glass because you're just going to kill your taste buds and you won't taste anything. Let it be like in a room temperature glass, and then just like slowly drink it. And as you drink it, it'll taste better.
What's the science behind that? Do you know? I'm just trying to. Is it sort of like in wine in that way, where it's just it has to be a certain temperature for certain flavors and stuff to kind of come out?
Yeah,
That's true too.
yeah.
Yeah. I
Like
mean,
like your lagers and your really crappy major beers that are lagers, you want them cold as everything because you want to freeze your tongue off so you don't have to taste it.
yeah.
Because if they warm up,
Oh yeah, I was just down in Mexico and drinking Negro Modelos in the sun is probably the worst idea I ever had.
Oh my God, I could have told you that. Oh my gosh,
I had to find out on my own. Yeah,
You're a better man for it now, though.
yeah, I'm smarter.
SMRT, man.
possible.
SMRT. Well, and Jack used to own a wine shop, right?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, he would know. And are you logging your beer while we're on the damn show right now?
Log and block, baby.
Yeah, that's right.
Great idea.
What was the app you were talking about earlier?
Tavour. Tavour. Do you know that one?
I do not know that one.
Oh,
what is that
there
one?
we go.
It's wonderful. In that they find these hard to find, especially IPAs is kind of their thing, but they a bunch of different beers. And
It's just more of a locator.
they find it, they buy it, and then they sell it. And you can buy just like one can if that's what you want, but it's stuff from breweries all over the U.S.
Ooh.
And most of it. Not most of it, but there's a lot of them that you have to sign up for and wait on. And they're so busy that I ordered 6 that they say they have in stock, and they said that the earliest they could ship it out was November 15th. So
They better be good.
but you know what? Oh, the way that they describe them is absolutely cosmic. There's great descriptors on there, and there's lots of different beers, lots of different flavors. And
Is it just U.S. based beers, or is it more?
I think so. That's
Could
the
be-
only ones that I've seen on there. But I just downloaded it a couple weeks ago, and now I'm testing it out. But it looks like a pretty cool thing.
I'll have to look.
That's
at
a sales tactic, though, where they go, "Oh, we're so busy and we can't," but it's this beautiful beer, and you got to wait.
Yeah.
I don't mind waiting for
Well,
beauty.
we'll see. There you go. It increases your want of the thing you can't have.
Yeah, it's
Not
pretty
like not like Irish Death.
cool. Yeah,
It's now.
yeah.
Oh, I like that.
I can't wait for the next podcast.
Oh, I know.
See, Jack, we do some cool stuff on this one.
Should we do 2 today?
Oh, boy.
We got 2 other ones from last time.
Oh my God, they're still in the fridge.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Huh?
Next time I'll bring some, because I was going to bring mine own. I have some stouts still. Some imperial stouts are about 9, almost 10% alcohol, and they've been sitting for like 2 years.
Oh my.
And I had one the other day, and it was like,
Oh,
it was like
my.
butter. It was just like,
Well, we'll have
It was like what now?
butter.
Yeah,
Butter.
yeah. Could you give me that butter sound?
Oh, he even closed his eyes, too.
Well, and we're in the process of inventing our own BSW cocktail.
Oh,
It's called the Mix Minus.
I love it.
We're just working out. We've got a couple we're narrowing it down to now, but we'll have our resident bartender, Patrice, to come up and show everybody how to make it.
Wow,
And,
nice full bandwidth.
we went a couple different directions. We were deciding if it's going to be, like a basic well with a little twist, or we're going to do something fruity and crazy, or we're going for like the knockdown punch. So we're trying to figure out which one we want to go with. But we've got 3 pretty solid formulas. We're just trying to narrow it down. So I mean, like, what would an engineer want? What would a podcaster drink? I mean, are they going fast and furious, like Strong Island iced tea? They want something classy, like a martini. They want something simple.
I'll tell you what they want. They want a tasty punch to the neck that just does the trick off of one cocktail.
Oh, we've got that drink.
Yeah.
Who doesn't like a nice throat punch?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Podcasters, maybe.
Well, I'm thinking mezcal.
Oh.
Yeah. Or maybe a nice high-end tequila or something that's just going to really, set the day.
Yeah.
That's a breakfast drink.
Because you also got to remember, like, a lot of these engineers have to get up at wee hours in the morning.
Yeah,
to
it's a
fix
practice
stuff.
drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I want one.
All right. Well, just based on
I'm so thirsty.
your podcasts, I would say.
So is she
something
actually,
strong.
like, you actually have 3 different ones that you are working on right now?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm trying to figure, the hardest part is the taste test, because you have to have like several of them to really get the effects.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, there's only so many days in the week I can do that. And, still,
Function as a
function.
father and a
Yeah,
husband.
function as a father. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure that we're going to go with the knockdown punch. But,
that sounds good.
But so I mean, we're trying to either take a classic recipe and modify it, slightly, or we're trying to do something different. I have Patrice on it, so we'll see what she comes
Every
up
person we've told said that is a brilliant idea.
with. Copywritten, don't steal it.
It
Yes.
is. It's a nice idea.
I put it in an envelope and mail it to myself.
No shit. The good old days of self-copyright.
Oh, that totally works.
Yes,
Holds up in court.
Oh, yeah, it does.
Yeah, it should be fine.
I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, and I love that people still go to court with it and mailed it to my shelf.
How do you mail alcohol to yourself?
I don't know, Nigel. That's
Sorry.
why I have you.
on.
You know what? I just asked the questions, okay?
I know, but you should also have the answers.
I'll get to you. I'll get back to you on that one.
If the answers scare you, don't answer the question.
It's true. Well, we should definitely start talking about, especially the last podcast, we do our little segment of what went wrong, Nigel.
Yes.
Because we had some issues on the last one. Do you even remember that? A lot's happened since the last episode.
The last podcast we used Sling Studio,
Correct.
so
Anybody?
just getting the phones to do what they need to do. But if I can remember, the issue was the SD cards not
Correct.
being fast enough to run 4 cameras at a time.
Correct. And so we ran into, and this is the first time I've dealt with it, when you have an SD card that doesn't write quick enough. You ever ran into that issue?
No, I haven't.
Where you input it in some sort of device, a recorder, and all of a sudden you get half the content. In which case, where we're shooting with 4 different cameras with this Sling Studio box, and we were only getting 2 or 3, I think, and the file was just missing. Like the card couldn't write quick enough to put everything on.
Wow.
So we spent probably an hour, right, sitting here messing around with it, and then
Well, we spent an hour doing nothing. The person who was here for the Sling Studio spent an hour trying to figure it out.
well, and then of course we went through everything except for, and then he goes, "Wait a minute, what SD card are you using?" I was like, "I don't know. I've had it in my desk for like 2 years," and he just goes, "You."
Yeah.
And so we pull it out, and of course it's an SD card from '95, and that wouldn't work. So that was definitely something that woke me up to that, and hopefully nobody else runs into that issue, because that we wasted a lot of time on that. It was
Did you have one to provide you?
No. That's why we had the problem.
That is why we had the problem.
Okay, so you didn't alleviate the problem. You just
No,
worked around
because
it.
We did a workaround. Well, the show must go on,
Well, yeah. Can't have a train wreck.
with or without me. The show will go on.
yeah.
SK forever. So, once we got the card kind of figured out, because we were trying to show how we could do a 4-camera multi-shoot and utilizing cell phones as the cameras instead of our fancy high-def little cameras here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will say with the cell phones, every cell phone camera is not created equal.
That is a big issue. What's wrong?
I was just noticing that this is a 7.8% alcohol, and I was wondering why I'm.
That's not very high.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty average.
Okay,
It-
beer
well,
guy.
Yeah. Well,
No. 7.8. It's not average.
Yeah, no,
What
it's
do you got to drive home after this?
And
4 is
walk
average.
home now.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll take you home.
Yeah, I bet you will.
Wow,
Jeez.
after one beer, you're looking pretty sweet.
Yeah. See,
I
at
get that a lot.
with BSW, we're all about taking care of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In all ways, not just equipment and personality.
We watch each other.
That's
Uh,
awesome. I appreciate
we had to make it weird, didn't we?
Yeah, sorry to go there. I was just noticing the alcohol.
He's
Nigel-
concerned.
Nigel, pick it up. Where were we?
Go
on.
Oh, we were troubleshooting the last podcast.
Correct.
So,
No, we were talking about cameras and the
cameras
cell
too.
phones. Because, if we all pulled out our phones right now and decided to video and kind of do our thing, every single one would look different. So that was another thing we didn't anticipate right out of the gate was, so now how do we get 4 cell phones, 4 different makes, different years to do kind of the same thing and make it look the same? And we did okay, but
No, but that's a real world sort of
yeah,
problem.
and that's why we did it that
You're
way.
going to have people who buy that system and have like a variety of different, hey, I have a spare camera here, blah, 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 and like they're all going to look a little bit different.
Yeah, and they did, and it was I think Nigel, your phone made everything look yellow. Mine was like washing everything out.
yeah, brighter yellow. And
Well, and the other issue for this is we were going to do 4 cameras for this shoot, but we needed a little extension because we don't have the big version of HDV enabled to do the 4 cameras. We have I think it's the light version of the small package version.
Yes, the light version.
And so we were only able to do 3. So
Well, that's an easy call to Alex to say, hey, buddy.
he did it. We have been wronged by FedEx. They did not deliver today. At least if they did, we never heard about it.
I haven't heard anything.
The card was supposed to be here before the episode.
Is it a card that we're getting?
Yeah, because we have a little bit different setup. We have a dedicated computer that just does HDV.
Oh, okay. I forgot
Yeah,
about that.
so, I mean,
yes,
and I
thought it
think-
was a simple little like, you just need an extra camera. And
No, we wish. No, we wished it. That way we plugged it in and
Nothing happened.
blessed it, and then it still didn't work. So our engineer Alex is going to help us with that. But yeah, I mean, our setup is a little unconventional as we're trying to marry video multi-camera switching with live Skype interviews with the Rodecaster Pro. And it works. It's just it's not designed to do what we're trying to do with it, but we made it work as it took us probably 2 days of networking to make that happen. So if any of you have problems with interfacing Skype, just call Jamie.
That was a nervous
Yes.
laugh you heard.
800
800
867 5301.
Look at that sweat. coming from his brow.
8675309.
Yeah, you're starting to sweat now. Now you're going to
the beer sweats.
That's the call Jamie for tech support.
Yeah, exactly. And you just deep deep breaths. You can do it. We've done far more with far less. Let's be real.
Yeah. We
So,
get by.
what else went wrong, Nigel? I think that was kind of
That was pretty much it. I mean,
that was the main thing, wasn't
yeah.
it?
Just the SD card not being fast enough, and after that, everything seemed to work the way it should.
That's a good tip, by the way, because I have a drawer full of those, and I would never think to check when those were released or what's on it or anything. I would just grab it and use it,
And that's what we did.
and you need to be aware of that.
Yeah, it's there's pretty much any interface and recorder that's coming out now. You have to have a certain speed, write speed for your cards. And as I was going through the ones I don't have one that works. Not one
No, of
single
course
one would interface with it. So that was kind of a punch. And it was like, well, we got about an hour, so let's just go with 3 and knock it out. So
You know what? They just need to bring back the floppy disk, make it faster.
Start.
Why did it go away? 500 kilobytes
I
was
don't
just
know.
fine.
Jack,
People got tired of saying floppy.
Yeah.
Floppy.
that's
Well, they did. Then they went to hard disk.
See, that sounds a lot stronger.
It does.
Yeah.
Okay, hold
Do-
on.
do I tell my
We're
story?
crossing the line here.
Well, no, I got a great sales story about hard disk. Can I tell this one, Nigel?
It's a wrap.
And the show's
Yeah,
over.
we're gonna cut that out.
And we're all fired.
you wanted to tell the story.
Well, we should. I know it. I know it.
I'm glad it's not live.
Yeah. Well, is it not?
I'm actually streaming the 5 accounts right
I
now.
appreciate that. Well, we should probably just give away some stuff now
There you go.
Let's
to
do it.
ease the pain. So we're gonna do a little contest, Nigel.
Yeah.
Yeah. You bring up the little slide, and I'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Yes, we're playing a contest called What's on Brian's Desk. Like I said, as a product manager and marketing manager, we get a lot of free stuff. We get swag, we get speakers, we get headphones, we get interfaces. It just piles up. And you know what? I can't give it away quick enough. So what we're going to do, in order to enter this contest, is pretty simple. Just like us on Instagram, follow us there, and pick which box you want. 1, 2, or 3. And I will randomly pick someone and then ship out that box with prizes in it. Jack is contributing a very cool prize from Sennheiser.
What?
I'm
Very cool.
contributing some Sennheiser socks.
Yes. Well, they're fancy.
Can I
Thank you.
apply?
Well, yeah. Well, actually, no.
Am I
Employees are not
eligible to win?
I will give you your own socks.
Oh my!
Those are the perks
Yeah.
of being.
Oh my.
Knowing a guy.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
It's like,
And I've got that other one that we talked about, but I can't reveal what that
yeah,
is.
that one I'm really excited about.
Okay.
That is a great prize.
Hold the phone. I get excited too. What is it?
Oh,
Yeah.
no, I
We
can't.
can't tell you.
I
Yeah.
can't tell you in the podcast.
It's like you buy the mysterious box, and then you've got to figure out. Ooh, what?
Yeah, I mean,
That's what I get.
Jamie, it's so unique that people are going to be tripping over themselves in order to get this thing.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mall riots, that kind of thing.
I would say it's one of a kind, but I'm sure as a.
It is.
Well, it's definitely. I've never seen one.
I've never seen one either.
Yeah.
Oh, you've got my ear now.
No, yeah, I've never seen. No, yeah, this is truly that unique.
Boom, boom. Top of the teaser.
You
Right
guys
there.
are like messing with me.
No, we're not, because we were right before you walked in. We were kind of talking about the contest and what I was planning to give away, and he's like, "Oh no, I've got something for you."
Mm-hmm.
You're okay. Oh,
We're not messing with you. I swear to God.
all right. It's cool. Whatever.
No, it's Did you drink 3 of those?
I wish I only had
Oh,
one, and I'm working on.
I just see the 3 cans, and
Well, that was one of them. Was yours, dude.
that would make sense. Oh no, that was one of them was mine.
There's another one here, so if anybody wants it.
Maybe put that in the box.
Maybe we should play Beer Hunter.
What's in the box? That should be the next game. What's in the box?
What's in the box? Oh, that would have been way better for the.
You know, we just come up with this stuff like the day before, so.
But then I wouldn't have to pay Brad Pitt if I'm going to use it. What's in
I think
the
so.
box? No, I'll just have you do it.
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
We should put a head in a box.
Yeah.
It is
oh
Halloween.
My gosh.
One of the greatest holidays of the year.
Yeah.
Okay. So, are you dressing up?
I think I am. I'm a casual business guy.
Casual business guy? I thought you were going to do the thing where it's like, well, I'm a homicidal maniac. They look like everybody else.
Ooh,
Yeah, isn't that snappy? That's what you just say when you're wearing your polo shirt.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody dresses up anymore.
I got to take back some videotapes.
There's no reason to dress up now.
No. Well, no.
Well,
what I
unless you
don't
have
get is
kids.
the kids that dress up like non-scary things.
Like
you know,
what?
You know, Halloween's supposed to be like scary. You know, I'm a dead person or I'm a vampire. Little Princess isn't gonna scare me.
No.
There's. But
Yeah, they can be scary though.
If they're like a zombie princess, yeah.
Okay. Are you talking about little kids or are you talking about
I'm talking
adults?
about kids and like the middle schoolers
Okay.
and high schoolers. Everybody.
Okay. Yeah.
Slutty nurse. That doesn't scare me. Well,
Oh, it could.
kind of does.
Well, and I think they're all just trying to get candy.
Wow. Which brings us back to the hard disk.
Yeah. I want candy. Oh, jeez. Fair enough.
Guys,
Well, those were the
take it
wild,
away.
wild west days, weren't they, Nigel?
I don't think you can say hard disk anymore. That's PC. It's
No.
not cool.
Wasn't it? No. What's the technical name of it? Isn't it like
For hard disk?
a hard disk.
isn't it like Type A or something? I'm trying to remember what it was.
That's diabetes.
No, that's different. That's
or,
a lot
or
different.
diabetes.
Diabetes,
Hepatitis?
hepatitis.
There's a rub or something like that for that.
What
For
is
that.
your favorite disease?
Oh, shit.
Ooh, what's your favorite STD?
That should be the next game.
Name that STD.
Wow.
This is where the show goes completely off the rail. I'm just gonna.
I wonder why alcohol isn't part of all of them.
I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna let you handle this. And just...
That'd be great. Like show some slides of like different like things. Elephantitis.
Oh, wow.
You know, some
Jeez.
like
That's some gnarly
scarring.
stuff.
So I started a new thing last year with handing out Halloween treats. Now it's like cans of yam, like bunches of Brussels sprouts.
Oh my gosh, that's
and,
great.
And the faces on these kids is absolutely priceless.
Devastated.
Oh, they've already seen all the Kit Kats and Reese's peanut butter cups that they've seen, and as soon as you drop a turnip into their bag, it is unbelievable. They can't wait, and they send their friends. They're like, I got a turnip over there, and they come in and just like, I want a turnip. I'm like, I don't have any turnip, but how about a plum?
A plum.
That's a great idea.
I would get 6 feet from your house and then throw it at your house.
See, that's
what
old
I would-
school, though.
See, that's what I would do.
That's why I don't give eggs out.
Yeah.
You know, you can go to Costco and get like a crate of like top ramen noodles.
Oh.
That would be freaking sweet.
We had a dentist in my neighborhood growing up, and he always threw in like toothbrushes.
Yeah, that
And he
makes
was
sense.
always the first one to get stuff
Yeah,
thrown at his house.
Oh my God, I would too. Yeah, it's just like, are you kidding me? The one day that I get to do this, and you're gonna
Yeah.
do me like that.
Well, and back then, I grew up in Iowa, and back then it was, they called it Beggars Night, which was the night before Halloween, and all the kids went door to door, and you could only get a treat if you gave them a trick, which was like, doing a handstand or something.
Sure.
Or a treat, which was usually a joke. So it was either like some kind of acrobatic thing, or you told them a joke. And the deal was you always stole the best joke. And so it's a competition.
What was your joke?
Oh, it's always stupid. Why'd the man put the radio in the freezer?
Why?
He wanted to hear cool music.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. Okay. There you go.
Whatever happened to Eddie Munster?
What?
You're looking at him.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, what's the difference between a vitamin and a hormone?
What?
You can't hear a vitamin.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jack Ewer.
Dynamite drop in money.
Well, I was gonna go with my clean joke, but I don't know if it's gonna go.
Do it. Let's hear it.
After that. So I think you probably heard this at the last trade show. This is my ice-breaking trade show joke. So why was Jane sad?
Why?
Because she didn't have hands and she wanted to hug somebody. Knock, knock.
Oh boy, who's there?
Not Jane.
Oh, that's right.
That's not. That's
a little
nice,
dark,
man.
isn't
She's still squirming around looking for a hug.
She's got him. See, she's got no hands. See, so she's not knocking at the door. See,
She can still knock.
well,
You can knock with the stuff.
not in the traditional. Oh my God, not in the traditional
Or
sense.
your forehead.
Yep, that's what I would do.
Your foot. Doo, doo, doo. Who's there? It's Jane.
And not Jane.
Yeah, I don't follow that one.
See, that's about a 50% hit. I'll usually get guffaws or I'll get middle fingers.
Okay, I got a joke.
That was a middle finger.
I got a joke for you. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Spell.
Spell who?
H.
Oh, my
Oh, and he couldn't spell it.
Ah, snap.
That's WHO.
SWH.
Start over.
That's WHO.
No, you said SWHO. Swole.
That is.
Swoo.
I'm
Swoo?
sorry.
You got to put that one in the tree.
Womp, 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 womp.
Yeah.
That's my dynamite dropping.
That was a good one. Yeah, well, we were just saying.
Just a bit outside. He tried the corner and missed.
Jonathan Carter.
You gotta love Bob Euchre.
Euchre.
Big fan. Well, have we covered everything? Do we need to drink more beer and get off air?
I think we need to drink more beer and just like start yapping.
Well, just in case everybody forgets here, we do sell audio equipment, and the MD421 microphones from Sennheiser, great microphones, great headphones too. I'm in love with these 380 Pros, but Jack's got the Rolls Royce on his head right now.
I do.
Of headphones with Tempur-Pedic pads.
I do. I mean, I still have them on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I forgot.
No, they're great. Yeah, and thank you guys for having me, and thank you for all you do for Sennheiser.
Hey.
Thanks.
You know, I'm not going to lie. I kind of want to keep this microphone with me for these
Yeah.
shows. That'd be kind of cool.
I think you should. I think you guys sound great. And Jamie, I think that BCM sounds awesome on your
My
voice.
own personal one.
Yeah.
I think I'll keep it.
Yeah, nice.
I
I
think
like
you
it.
will. Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
Feels right.
Well, I encourage your audience to give it a try anyway. It is a beautiful microphone.
I try to push it because it is nice.
Yeah.
It looks nice too. Like I said, George Jetson's.
It's very
radio show.
European.
I think
It
both
is.
these microphones look good on camera. I think that they're sexy microphones.
I do like the 421 shock mount because it does look like an 80s sort of Star Trek model-ish sort of thing.
Nice.
Star Trek model thing.
Yeah, because look at it.
You mean a starship?
No. Like it's like
Oh, it's like actually holds the model.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
like,
the
it's like
stand,
this-
right?
makes it look like it's a spaceship.
Yeah, it makes. Oh, actually, I can see that now.
Spaceship
See?
Okay,
into the
I'm catching what you're throwing.
future.
And we've gone karaoke, so we should probably wrap it up. BSWUSA.com. You can follow us on all the social medias. Just look up BSW USA on the Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, the Instagram, which is that thing that Keith Moon used to do. Yeah, that's an old joke. But thank you, everybody. BSW Catalog, 2020 Catalog is out. Check us out, BSWUSA.com. And Nigel, is there anything else?
Yeah, the credits.
Okay.
Here they come.
Roll it.
Bye-bye.